doing impressions. And this is my impression of a poet. So I've got a book. By the way, I've got some books for sale at the back. They're not by me, I just found loads of Dan Brown in a skip. So I have to take the poet stance. Please shoot me if I use this voice, the one that's the popular poet's choice, and to show we're sincere and well read and clever, we use special words like Tom and serendipity. How odd for a crowd to look up and see sat there on stage. There's a rhyming David Attenborough. Anyone ever been to Manchester? It's shit in it. It's literally the only place in the world that I saw a woman beat up the pavement. It's fantastic. So yeah, it's about a bird from Manchester. She's a wee bit fatter than your average slapper, all caked on makeup and high heel clatter. She's walking like a newly born pissed up dinosaur, 4 bottles of Lambrinian and clearly up for more. And tomorrow morning she'll be saying, I think my drink got spiked. Now was that the rum, the vodka or tequila from last night? She's got a neon orange tan and a slagginess that's hereditary. She's predatory of any man. I've got nightmares where she's chasing me. The pavement moves and trips her up. She screams that you're a dickhead! But the pavement's calm and dignified in silent response to what she said. Thank you. I was mates with a friend at university. There was like a proper punk, like, you know, like tartan leggings, like mohawk, hairdo, own 45s with bands called Like Your Mum's a Cunt, and it turns out, I found out on Facebook recently that he's off fighting in a war now, which seemed a bit odd. So yeah, it's got my mate called Whitey McNiff. I mean, that's a punk name, isn't it? He was a punk when I knew him, now he's in the RAF. He swapped his old DMs and Mohawk for a brand new fighter jet. And I reckon he'll be dead soon when they ship him out to war. A skinhead in a uniform, didn't give him what for. You should have stayed at home, mate. You want to go and become a copper. They'll post him back bit by bit once he's come a cropper. He swapped safety pins for camo and anarchy for health. Bullet belts alive, I know now, but can punks really do stealth? One day I'll meet and ask him, does Blitzkrieg Bop sound better in Baghdad? Ever fall in love with someone else's woman you're stuck out in Iraq? Do you feel London's calling when you're dug into the sand? A pinhead humming God Save the Queen with a rifle in his hand? Do you have complete control and you're out to search and destroy? Or are you facing minor threats that were half soldier, half boy? He was a punk when I knew him. I don't know him anymore, but at least he had a decent soundtrack off fighting in his war. Cheers. I've got time for 2 more. They're all only about 30 seconds.
You're a sexy young man!
Thank you. I'll get her back for a 12-year-old boy.
Come chat to my father!
That sounds weird.
Not the weirdest thing you've ever heard.
Nah. This is a new one, and it's got a naughty word in it, and if you take objection to it, like, we'll talk it out outside. But, by that, I don't think we'll have a fight, because pretty for pugilism. Yeah, but no, it's like, whenever anyone dies and they're an absolute rotter, like, you can't say it in, like, your eulogy, like, just, oh, what a cunt. Like, and all the people that seem to, like, be put on the front page of, like, the Mirror and, like, oh, so-and-so's died, they're always saints all of a sudden. And this is about this, it's a bit of a long introduction, shit. Goes like this. Sometimes I'm worried that wankers are immortal, because obituaries always start, he was dead thoughtful. He'd never hurt a fly, his GBH got overturned. He was a right little sweetheart, as his parole officer learned. It's always, dearly beloved mum, never old dead clapped out slapper. No one sad you're gone with fucking cancer grabbed ya. Only well-liked straight-A students ever seem to die. Other hated, ignorant around us, immortals in disguise. We forget, dear darling granddad was a black shirt and a racist. A lot of you all despised him, but now he's dead, he's sainted. He'd hiss the word nigger through Christmas dinner and mix turkey and gravy with hatred. It seems once someone's copped it, you can't point out they're a wrong 'un. But the dead on the Sun's front page always look dead common. Thank you. You've been really lovely actually. But,
I've not been.
we're all trying to ignore you though. So.
I don't love you anymore.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dennis the Menace. Yeah, sometimes I played in some shitty South London pubs. I played in some shitty pubs anyway. And sometimes the audience isn't nice, so this is called, let's call it a draw. The audience, they wanted blood, the audience don't give a fuck, the audience spoke through my set, the audience had bloody gets, the audience don't get my jokes, the audience strung out on coke, the audience, they didn't care, the audience weren't even there. And half the crowd went for a fag, the other half went for a slash, and half of them went to the bar and shouted as they waved their cards. The audience are pint-holding chimps. Humanity's failing final glimpse, the audience said I was gay, the audience don't even pay, the audience for throwing things I caught a left hook on the chin, the audience, they kick right off, the audience, they want my blood. But fair dues, it wasn't the best set, was it?
We're going to have him back, he's going to do one more.